Now, News 5 investigates Mobile Police Department protocols after two deadly officer-involved shootings. The shootings have reignited debate on things like body cameras and no-knock warrants. Amber Grigley investigates where we go from here.
One of the main questions that we noticed a lot in our feeds.
It's a discussion that started last June during WKRG's The Talk.
What is being done to weed out the bad cops or the bad ones in the police force?
A virtual town hall addressing a national concern about race relations and law enforcement reforms.
A lot of calling for police reform, expanding policy and procedure to include more people on body cameras. So we began an equity initiative around July of 2020.
Today, Mobile Police gave us nearly 9 months later. Those revised policies and procedures were put to the test.
Now that victim is 37-year-old Edward Bittner.
On January 26 in Tillman's Corner, an officer shot Edward Bittner twice and killed him after police say he ran from them following a traffic stop and pulled out a knife as officers tried to tase him.
Officers who raided a house and shot a man were not wearing body cameras.
9 days later, 18-year-old Trey Webster was shot and killed as SWAT officers served warrants at a home on Lakeview Drive. In each shooting, the officer who used deadly force was not wearing a body camera.
We try to balance it by conducting a proper investigation and looking into whether or not the officer actually intentionally or intended to deceive the public by what could potentially be on his body camera.
Chief Lawrence Batiste tells me it is protocol that all sworn personnel in field operations are required to wear a body cam.
Even if we put a body cam on everybody, you don't necessarily guarantee you're going to capture everything that takes place.
In the shooting in Tillman's Corner, the officers were chasing the suspect, which presents a problem.
In some cases, the officers in foot pursuit, they come off.
In the shooting on Lakeview Drive, the SWAT officers as a unit did not have body cams.
SWAT will be issued body cam as we move forward.
And just like body cameras, no-knock warrants have been a big talking point.
I don't know that Alabama has banned them. I just know that we never seek them.
If they would have knocked on the door, we would have answered and came outside.
The heartbroken mother of Trey Webster, the suspect killed on Lakeview Drive, took issue with the way police entered the home.
I feel that the no-knock warrant should be against the law.
There's two types of no-knock. One, they never knock, they never announce. That's common in both of these situations, and one of them is what's called a stealth entry, which means you basically unlock the door or pick the lock on the door and you make your entry very quietly until you get close enough to whoever that target of that warrant is.
Public Safety Director James Barber says what they used in this situation was a dynamic entry while conducting an anytime warrant where they can serve a warrant at any time of the day.
They try to move in very quickly and overwhelm whoever it is there before they can arm themselves.
So back to where we started. Where do we go from here?
As an agency, we're going to accept responsibility for where we can make improvements. But I need those people that are in the community that were impacted or it impacted their life to accept their role and their responsibility for what happened here. We were where we were at in both cases for a reason.
Now, Mayor Sandy Stimpson recently approved to outfit all sworn officers with body cameras, although it is not in the budget. Local law enforcement agencies are seeking legislation to provide some type of guidance on when it's appropriate to release body cam video. In the studio, I'm Amber Grigley, WKRG News 5.